Sorry folks about that. We were working on the beak here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that little V out at the very, very top here. Okay, just like so. I'm just going to cut that out. Now we're just going to keep rounding this up a little bit. Alright, just like that. Alright, we're going to round up the other side of that bill, that beak. Let me take a look at that. Something looks very wrong. Okay, I know what it is here. Just have to cut a little bit more off here. Round this off a little bit. We're just going to take all that. When I cut it out on a bandsaw, I just leave a little bit where you can shave it off like that, and you wouldn't be in any trouble. Okay? So, technically we're going to go a little lower on that side. Make sure they match. There we go. And then we're going to just kind of round things up a little bit underneath here. We're going to kind of bring this down and around. Okay, just like that. And we're going to bring this down and around here, like that. And we're just going to scoop all this out. Okay, especially right there. Alrighty, he's coming. He's coming along. Haven't decided what eyes I'm going to put on him yet, but that will all come, folks. You know, a little bit at a time. I'm eyeing it up, seeing what else I need to take off here a little bit. Here and there. You know, you just trim a little bit off here and there. You don't want to take big chunks of this out because there isn't a whole lot to his head, so you don't want to kind of take off half his head along the way here. I'm going to just trim this all out back here and clean that all up. Okay, he's coming good. He's looking pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to go offline a little bit, and I'm going to try to round his head up a little bit, but I'm going to try to put his eyes in on one side, and I'll be back to show you how to do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to trim all this off yet. I'm going to tuck that under there a little bit. It's a little bit too wide there, so I'm going to trim a little bit here and there off along the way. And when I come back, we're going to put a little line to show the separation of the bill and put his eyes in. We'll do something very, very quickly with that. We're not going to buy the glass eyes. We'll just paint them in. Since he's a little bit of a funny bird anyway. You know. I'm just going to fuss with him a bit more while here, and then we'll start doing the feathering once we're done with the head. Okay. I'll be back, and well, let's do this before I go offline. Let's put a separation of his feet here. Let's put, you know, his feet are going to spread out a little bit. Here, we may as well work on this. Here's the center, so that's the portion that's going to come out first. So we're going to take a knife, and we're going to cut it right up into there, just like so. And I'm going to take another knife and kind of sweep that out a little bit. Alright, and over here, if you see, I took a little notch out. Let me back this up. Took a little notch out. So we're going to follow this like the body's going to keep going around here. And we're going to go a little ways here. And we're going to chop that out so that one foot starts sticking out a little bit. Alright? And then if it's a 3-web, you're going to have 2 more notches on a foot, and his toe is going to be underneath his body because he's just sitting there. So we're going to take our pencil and we're going to notch out. We're going to put where the hands are going to be. There's 1, there's 2, and here's 3. Okay? We do the same thing. There's the middle, there's the outside, and there's the outside. Alright, so that's our reference point. So we're going to work around that. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to show you how to do 1 foot. We're going to go this way. And you want to be very careful here, okay, folks? You're going to slowly notch a portion out. Okay, there's 1. Okay, see what we're doing? And then we're going to notch the next one out. Oh geez, I've just ruined his foot. Gonna have to go back and glue that, that's alright. I should have used a slicing motion instead of a pushing motion. I'm going to put some glue on that so it can set up, and then we'll cut it out further a little bit later. See how it's loose there? See that? You can put a little bit of crazy glue in there, which I'll do, and that should seal it back up. So let's leave that the way it is right now. I'll go over here and I'll do the same thing over here. I'm going to notch this portion out. This takes a little getting used to how this works here. And then we're going to okay, see how we're getting the feet done? Let's see if I can move some of that. See how the feet are going to be? Alright, so that's how he's going to look here, folks, in a little bit. And I'm going to get offline and fix that foot, and then we'll be back to continue. Bye-bye.